Okay, guys, we are doing reducing fractions. And another term for reducing fractions is to simplify. Okay? Simplify and reduce means you're going to put your fraction in the lowest terms possible. So you're going to divide the numerator and the denominator by the greatest common factor. You know all of these terms. You know what to do when you divide. Okay, that's when you have a number here, you have your dividend and your divisor, and then you get your quotient. You know what a greatest common factor is. So the GCF is the number that is shared that can be divided without any remainders. Okay, so they give you an example up here. Okay, of 4/8, and they want you to simplify it. Now, we've been working on it, and a lot of you are starting to be able to do it in your heads. But today, I want to see your work, okay? So I can make sure that you're doing it the proper way. And if we are struggling, we know what step you're struggling with. So they give you an example by pictures first, okay? 4/8. Look, they have 4/8 here. Okay. We'll do the number line after this, okay? 4/8. There's 8 parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But they only colored in with blue 4 of them. 4/8. Now, looking at it right away, you can also say that it is equal to 1/2, which is great. And it's important that we can visualize it. And you could check to make sure your simplified fractions too if you wanted to draw it out. But 4/8. First, we can think in our head, what is the greatest common factor? Now, if you need to, use scrap paper and write it out. But the easiest way is to look at your smaller number, which is usually your numerator, and right here it's 4, and think, what are the factors of 4? You have 1 times 4 and 2 times 2. Okay. Automatically, we know we're not going to use 1 and we're not going to use both 2s, so we could take those out. We have 4 and 2 left. Now, look at your denominator, your other number, 8. Yes, 8 can be divisible by 4 and 8 can be divisible by 2. But to make it quick and easy, choose your greatest common factor, and that's going to be 4. So your GCF is 4. This is how you're going to write it out, guys. This is what I want to see. 4 divided by 4, 8 divided by 4. Notice these are the same because remember, any number that's the same on top and the bottom equals 1. And if you were to divide 8 divided by 1, say hi to Bailey this morning, okay, it's going to be 8. And Bella. Okay. So now that we know our greatest common factor and we're going to divide, we write it out, okay? 4 divided by 4 is 1. 8 divided by 4 is 2. So our reduced and simplified fraction is 1/2. Okay? Look at this timeline real quick over here. They have one line and it's divided into 8 sections. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? And they wrote out the fractions. 0, 8, 1/8, 2/8, 3, 4, 5, 8, 6, 8, 7, 8, 8, 8. Notice 8/8 is also labeled 1. This is very similar to a ruler. Okay? Half of 1 right here would be 4/8. Then they go even further for you to see. 2/8 would be 1/4, and 3/4 is 6/8. Because if you look, you have your 0 to 1. Divide that line in half. And if you were to divide those into half, how many parts would you have? You'd have 1 section, 2 section, 3 section, 4 section. 3/4, and then this was 1/4. Okay? Reminder, to reduce a fraction does not mean to make it smaller in size. It's not going to be any less. It's the same amount. A fraction reduced into lowest terms is a fraction having the smallest numbers possible used in the numerator and denominator. We're going to do the first 4 of section 1 together, and then I want you to do the last 4 in section 1 on your own. Okay? Look, 1A, 4/8. They already did that one up above, so we're just going to write it out. We know that the greatest common factor is 4, so we would write 4 divided by 4 over 8 divided by 4 equals 1/2. And then we box in or circle or highlight our answer. Look at B. 2/6. What's our greatest common factor? Well, look at your smaller number, which is 2. What's your factors for 2? 1 and 2. 2, yes, is the number we'd have to look at because we're not going to use 1. Can 6 be divided by 2 evenly? Yes, so 2 is our greatest common factor. Once we know that, we divide the numerator and the denominator by the same number, the same greatest common factor. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 6 divided by 2 is 3. Box in, highlight your answer. C. 5/10. Look at your numerator. It's 5. What are the factors? 1 and 5. Can 10 be divided by 5 evenly? Yes, we know that because anything that ends in 0 and 5. So we're going to write it out. 5 divided by 5, 10 divided by 5. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 10 divided by 5 is 2. Box in, highlight your answer. 3/9 for D. 3/9. Factors for the smaller number are numerator 3. Factors include 1 and 3. We're not going to use 1, so using 3. Can 9 be divided by 3 evenly? Yes. 3 is our greatest common factor. So 3 divided by 3, 9 divided by 3. Again, same number on top as in bottom. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 9 divided by 3 is 3. Box in or highlight your answer. Okay, you're going to do E through H on paper. And so I can see. Make sure you're going to write out all the steps. Okay, then you're going to do section 2 and 3. It might seem really easy at first. You're going to add. For section 2, you're adding. And section 3, you're subtracting. And for these ones, you could do on the paper. They're not too overly complicated. What makes them complicated, though, is the second part of the directions. Reduce the fractions if necessary. So 2A is a simple addition problem. I think you guys could handle that. But look at 2B. You have 14 and 1/18 plus 28 and 1/18 and 39 and 1/18. And you are to add it. Always start with your fractions first. Well, this is pretty simple. Your denominators are all the same. See how all the 18? So you just need to add the numerator. 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 3/18. Then add your whole numbers. Your whole numbers is 14, 28, 39. So 4 plus 8 is 12. 12 plus 9 is 21. Carry over the 2. 2 plus 1 is 3. Plus 2 more is 5. 6, 7, 8, 81. Now, 3/18. Is that reduced? Is that in simplest form? No. We have to find the greatest common factor, which would be 3. So 3 divided by 3, 18 divided by 3 equals 1/6. Now, be very careful when writing your answer. Your new answer will be 81 1/6 because this is just part of the answer and this is just part of the answer. You have to put them together. Don't forget. Okay. I will tell you, you only need to reduce on one more, the one that has the fractions. You're going to do the very similar for subtraction. You'll subtract it, and if you can reduce it, do it. If not, you don't have to worry about it for section 3. You're going to go ahead page 113, and then you're going to do page 114. Division and multiplication go on graph paper, and everybody has graph paper because I double checked. Okay. If you have any questions, see me in Zoom at 11.